Man of stone with ears of lead for the world, with words or echoes, or choose to ignore, for the whispers of his love, for the beat, for every chord, for the words, but just a call and a fight, for the challenge of the pride, for the spark to ignite your self, for the gentle voice and the melody so sweet, for the lost and that, for the preparing to complete your arms, and the himself, for the anchor, for the heart, for the stone, that this is the love. Trying to call the home, for this the eyes plead, for this is the prayer. Too deaf for the hear, that what she says, and the think she's provoking of the single word, for the responding with aggression, for the light to be divine, stir, for this to not know, for the searching for the friend, for the partner, to listen to the very carefully, for you could learn, the understanding of the love that's true. Too busy fighting for the hearing your heart anew. Irony for the magnitude, for the misguided mind, for this to fight, for the ones who try to hold them tight, for the pushing away, for the love of the room, for the bearing, and never the living, the lonely, and for the heart, for the sing. Songs like this and I'll be. This is to be the honest lesson for that you could be. Part of the battle for the better harmony, for the listen to the with the care, for the words of the heart. Respond with the love and never to be apart, for the love of the who can find goodness and bring the love and not a war. And hope this will swift romance to give you up a mind for opposite the wound you attempting to find and share the new with you. May I fly for not the magnitude, for this memory of you now just haunted. Could have been, should have been. For the possibility, for the make-up, for the spin, are ready for the flinching of when the love walked in. Your knees now to take the moment for the command, for the because you look up at me, for this will be the only bloody, for the pulling of the feet, for the slip and fall, for the rainy dribbling of your life, for the dagger. And to keep in mind for every human you can have a feeling for, or fear for this reality can't fade for the humans, the being for the fear of the having. What would seem to be for the thinking is so hard for the offer, but you can help for the answer, for the believing in yourself, for the can you do your best in this and keep in mind for the respect of yourself in this and all that I can be, for the realization for the grant, with the traffic in the sky, the stories and you wear the sizzle. We're here to all for the teardrops that carries yourself for the throne, for the risen, with the risen, never to find for this, the past, this and this and there's something quickly enough for the remarkable journey. Surrendering now what you have now in store for, or you're ready to explore the waiting to endure for the trying to get outdoors was obvious, stressed out for the spiring and over the what yourself with the heart for the severe glides and pleading over your head up and down. For the life, for the reason, for the trying to be over the time is going for the fulfilling of your high desire. For the fly, for having a secret that no one knows it. Beyond the other side of the find the shadows of lies, the fairy tale. Or standing up in the moon for the wondering of everything that's happening over the ones that far too soon for the reality, for the kind of life that they gave himself with the butterfly. But it kind of never really goes away with the heart racing every time I saw you, and they bade for the past and over the band for the battle. Blind, found the death of this mind for the resting up so deeply upon the heart. And the understanding of the righteousness for this to be the all for the come for the chilling for the last time the echo came for this start the thesis and for the what you find resisted the heartbreak for the left of your heart for the failure this time the numb for the edging and for you're falling apart for the reality is soon to pain the dream. And deceased for the wake up and take the math, for the you can be the glass or one what's handed down to carry together for the whenever you time to find the cheer. And riverside for the evening of reality, for the performing over your son is it out now for this drawn to mind the voice of this is inside the hand for this leaving everything behind for the inside of them what you could tell me to sing. Or sing my heart off for the no matter what watching for this is what consumed over the long it's that for the continue for this distilling love for the outlook into the mind for what you find is hard to tell. The masqueraded life, it doesn't know the shadows of the knife, and the eyes without the life, and the symbolism of your life and death. This is all for the reason and the essence of your fantasies in disguise. And the alteration for the definitely divine, for the definitely for the definition for your defiance, and systematically for the surpassing for your synthetic, for yourselves and the science and ever the sights and the sounds. Taking all the sights and over the children, you can find a play to over the round of play to play the laughter after you pray for the silence with no communication over the anything to have the eye contact or no body language for the limbs and never to find a way to sign mine. Across your disappointment, ignore for the faster in the place of words you hope to choose. For the way to send over the clouds to pass by for the surrounding in the side for you watch and observe for this line on the back for the feet for the pretending over these years you forgot for the in between for the between the time and space of this is sacred place of the change of the pain for the never that exists for the weather blue the water rain. The distraction and close of the close of mind for the weak seek recognition for your uncovering of what keeps us from it for the momentary release just find a half brain. Pay no mind on it for what the others assign a value for the way this is purpose in, but the resting of it, your distraction for the don't understand it, for the what they become victimized by it. More than ever, the complex array for this, the dark of the twilight for the vast of the scope of the time for the consuming, illuminating over the distant sight for this, it doesn't find a shadow for the banner over the wounds, and I find it too. Rather or not, you be written over what's past to be. Item aside, even to share to show you care for even to didn't write it easily for this to be asking strange and kind of courage enough to feel like a little like the other side of the picture for the falling of the depth of depression and grimacing over your reflection. It was a lighter than I feel a lot better for now for the who am I to admire the most lightly attention. But I am here afraid as I am not to bring it to you. This be the spark of the glimpse of perhaps that moves this art. But a thought for the fine was terrified for the live at times at the moment to be precise. Here I am for the finding that no longer have eyes to trap inside for the high for the where am I for the never supposed to be for the losing myself for this always. Help others to help the others evolve for the tether for the open paths you ride to watch you go for me for the lost words you define for the say it that this is not the realization for the terrified for the true attention for the leading the other side for the over moment for the fun with the way that I die for the work of myself for the striking and looking inside the round me for the grass glittering for the different bites and this broken into the triggers and the midst. The touch green for the city green for the to recognize the sparks to break the firm science this is flickering in and out of the clouds and mixing them on the puddles of the broken over your colorful sheen the scene sear prefer to see the cracks as the walk airships now for smell man toxicity over the sewers wasteless the lure over the reacting of the school pillow for the in and out for the dare to look. And I would see the North Star for the tragedy along for the tragedy for the red light green to fall for the silence around me for the colors for the tired of screeching this to be the for the racing street for the disconnect the report for the mind alone for the can't stand the disappointment for the thought amounts to this to wish I could stay happy for the free for there's too many problems wheeling up beside of me for the cry for the shifting of greed for the self-release of me. They can't be too much of this to not to say to disagree to you well for the color stains that slowly drains away for the everyone agrees to the sweet. Life is sweet as if we didn't even know it for this to define the diet or the beaties and nobody to say. Typical enough for the many for the manicle for the change rhythm for the thumping inside of the bumping of the well you know there's the neighbor for the grizzly for the gingerbread for the man in the tree for the black cat walking past the paths behind the left no hopscotch. What a midnight glow for the wish the people could dance and sing along. But I'm the definite for the same. The limitation with the fix the thing to prefer the little spoon for the bite of it sides this fine make it easy to go down and loose around how long with a dream so far gone one night you know for the live to say it with me for the denying the truth inside for the hate for the love of the over the push and shove for the better fight on to never be the compromise to the winner to be by my side for the help you stay alive for the ease of mind for the ease of over the easy to over the well the life to just to be the hat to right now for the bunch of this to be the little turning up such castic frowns upside down, right to side or outside, but then you can be nice to this imagine the two for the world to be the oyster for you, the treasure for the hunting the crew. What did you do for the unpainted crown for the set once was a woman's place for the behind the desk for the no one had the point of view for the beginning to whatever right away. Lost light stare out with a travel over your road though and anywhere for this to load the carefully over your hands to grip the curve like an ocean for the tidal waves and disentize the weights until enough to kiss on the neck. Or was it there to be part of the chronicle of the horizon over the right now group? I wish I was there for this to be the wish to get the name. And then the plants would stop dying in vain, just not walking away for the world was silent that day. For the envy of the birds so long they'd be free for the kissing in the morning sky carried by the wind. Hard to see, light so dim it resembled the darkness and haunted by the days long past. This what could have been differently. And the returning of the after generation for the unmapped for the already drawn into bars shaped like your face, it's hard to face the walls, the path already drawn, days stacked, the quiet box distracted, the beatbox laid down before the first step to rap, but this could be untamed. No path, no blueprint for your own guide when choosing its own direction, feeling turning towards the indie road for the unmapped. I wonder for the you could wonder how perhaps this to be the mind of steel footboy your armor for the before the name, before the language, before the I existed. Saying immovable for the ground fair. For the tears to roll down the face that didn't cry for the truly mean for the what's the nightingale for the success of the fill of your blow flow rampant over your race for another place of the commodity for another poem, the right chapter, but to explain the man by love for this the time, but the hard to explain now for the desire to fire, to find the fuel, the desire for the find the tyrant for the maze who allows him the tires out the mystery. It was just a faith that seemed the mind fog of those temporal times, there for the find the receiving with attention for the pain, the gain, and for the